You're watching Money9's Daily Market Dose, Corporate Central, where we get you the everyday pulse of the corporate world. And from all the big headlines to tracking all the fluctuations in the market, we get you all of these highlights on this show. Let's find out what took place in the corporate world today. First up, Board of Adani Enterprises will consider fundraising on May 13. The board of the company will meet in Ahmedabad. The board will consider raising funds through equity shares, private placement, QIP or preferential issue. Meanwhile, a Mauritius parliamentarian said that there were no shell companies of the Adani Group in Mauritius. He called the Hindenburg report false and baseless. Adani Group's shares witnessed sharp upside movement during morning deals on Thursday. All 10 Adani Group share price surged in the opening bell, whereas Adani Enterprises share price gained maximum buy, adding to the tune of 4% within few minutes of market opening. The Supreme Court will hear on May 12th the pleas on the Adani Hindenburg row and is likely to consider market regulator SEBI's application for the extension to complete its probe. Amid insolvency crisis, budget airline Go First is expected to resume flights on May 24th. The airline has chalked out a business plan to restart its operations with 23 aircraft, according to a media report. The development comes after the National Company Law Tribunal allowed IBC proceedings on Wednesday. The decision to allow Go First's voluntary insolvency petition and bar aircraft lessors from repossessing the carrier's planes may increase India's risk profile, causing lessors to charge other airlines higher risk premiums. Meanwhile, Air India's November Oscar Whiskey ad led to a rush in job applications by Go First pilots, with more than 200 pilots of the bankrupt budget airline receiving employment offers. The pilots are being roped in at the same salary as as Air India pilots with similar work experience. Indigo, Akasa are also in line to snap up Go First pilots stranded after airlines NCLT filing. SMBC Aviation Capital, a lessor to Go First, has moved the NCLT against the NCLT order on Go First insolvency plea. The Income Tax Department is conducting searches at Mankind Pharma office in New Delhi. The IT sleuths are carrying out the searches at the company's office and nearby locations. The department is also checking documents and people are being questioned in the matter. The company's shares fell as much as 5.5% after this news, which comes days after the company listed on the exchanges with sharp gains. During the day, the stock also touched a low of 1,306.65 rupees. The company made its stock market debut and closed the day with 32.4% gains. Against the issue price of 1,080 rupees, the stock was listed at 1,300 rupees. Mankind Pharma raised 4,326 crore rupees in the biggest IPO of 2023. Sanofi India is set to demerge its consumer healthcare business into a new wholly owned subsidiary to unblock and maximize its business potential in pharmaceuticals and consumer healthcare, the company said in an exchange notification on Wednesday. The company's board has approved the arrangement to demerge its consumer health business into a wholly owned subsidiary, which is Sanofi Consumer Healthcare India. The demerged entity is expected to be listed on BSE and NSE, the company has said in the exchange notification. SCHIL is expected to be fully operational by the second half of 2024, and the proposed demerger will facilitate independent growth plans and also enable more focused management. It added that the proposed demerger will de-risk both the businesses and also allow potential investors to other stakeholders the option of investing in both the businesses. Post this, Sanofi India on Wednesday reported a decline of 20.1% in net profit to 190.4 crore rupees. The revenue from operations rose by 4.2% to 736.5 crore rupees in the quarter, Sanofi India said in its regulatory filing. MG Motor India, a subsidiary of China's SAIC Motor, is looking to dilute its stake in the company to Indian entities to fund its expansion plans. It plans to raise 5,000 crore rupees, which will be utilized among others to establish a second manufacturing facility in Gujarat. The new unit will be more than double the company's installed capacity to 3 lakh units from 1,20,000 units. The first step of the process is likely to be finalized in this financial year. MG Motor India on Wednesday said that it plans to offer a majority stake to local partners and investors over the next 2 to 4 years. MG Motor is ready to give up majority shareholdings in India car business and is reportedly in advanced negotiations for equity sale with Reliance Industries, Hero Group, Premji Invest and JSW Group. The Supreme Court on Wednesday upheld the 278 crore rupees arbitral award Anil Ambani's Reliance Infrastructure won against the Goa government in a dispute related to non-payment of electricity dues supplied by the company. With this, Anil Ambani's Reliance Infrastructure has won a 278 crore rupees arbitral award against the Goa government in a dispute related to non-payment of electricity dues. The Supreme Court has upheld the award, setting aside the Bombay High Court's judgment that partially quashed the February 2018 arbitration award. The High Court has been criticized for reducing the interest rates on the award, which was given to Reliance Infrastructure after the dispute's overpricing. The US-based investment management company Vanguard has slashed ride-hailing firm Ola's valuation by 35% amid global macroeconomic conditions, reducing its worth to about $4.8 billion. According to a report in a TechCrunch, Vanguard cut the valuation of ANI Technologies, Ola's holding firm, by 35% and disclosed this in its report to investors. Ola was valued at $7.3 billion at the close of 2021 and at $5.7 billion in the private funding round in January 2019. Well, that was all about corporates. Over to some market stocks that were in action today and also analyze the reason behind it. First up, shares of a pharma company, Dr. Reddy's, have plunged more than 6.5% on May 11th. This stock was at the top of the list of falling stocks in Nifty 50. The surprising thing is that on Wednesday evening, the company announced its fourth quarter results, which showed profit increased almost 10 times. But despite that, the stock has seen a decline. The company's profit in quarter 4 increased from 87.5 crore rupees to 959.5 crore rupees, while the market was expecting a profit of around 1,100 crore rupees. But the brokers are not happy with the company's performance and have made major changes in the stock ratings targets after the results. Brokers are worried about the growth due to the sluggish performance of core business and reduction in contribution of Revlimid's generics to results. Broking house Nuvama has downgraded the stock rating and reduced the target by 10% to 4,200 rupees. Similarly, Prabhudas Leeladhar has also downgraded the rating to reduce and fix the target by 8% to 4,500 rupees. Motilal Oswal feels that the growth of FY24 will decrease due to the high base of FY23 and hence maintains a neutral rating and target of 4,500 rupees. Goldman Sachs has also maintained a neutral rating on the stock with a target of 4,750 rupees. The stock of L&T, a giant associated with the capital goods and engineering sector, has seen a decline of up to 5.5% after the results. The stock touched a low of 2,237.35 rupees during the day on Thursday, and it was the biggest loser among the 30 Sensex companies, despite the fact that the company's profit in the fourth quarter has increased by 10% year-on-year. The company's profit in quarter 4 has increased by 10.1% to 3,987 crore rupees from 3,621 crore rupees. Also, there has been a decrease in the company's working margin. MK Global believes that there is less scope for further upside after a gain of about 45% in 1 year, hence downgraded from buy to hold. Kotak Institutional Equities downgraded the rating from add to reduce and cut the target by 4%. Meanwhile, AM Nayak has resigned from the post of non-executive chairman effective from 30th September 2023, and the current CEO and the MD of the company, SN Subramaniam, has been given the post of CMD, who will take over from October 1st, 2023. In the fourth quarter of the financial year 2022-23, the profit of the city gas company Gujarat Gas has seen a year-on-year decline of 16%. But despite the decline in profit, the stock saw a jump of up to 6.5% on Thursday. In quarter 4, the company's profit decreased from 444 crore rupees year-on-year to 369 crore rupees. But the brokers still believe that they have confidence in this stock despite decline in earnings and profits. JM Financial believes that results may remain remain volatile in the short term, but for medium to long term, it expects the volume growth to continue. Hence, maintains buy on the stock. Similarly, ICICI Securities maintains buy and target price of 585 rupees. Motilal Oswal has maintained a buy rating on the stock with a target price of 610 rupees. Yes Securities has set a target of 565 rupees with an add rating. Shares of Ratnamani Metals, a maker of stainless steel tubes and carbon steel pipes, touched a new 52-week high of 2,528 rupees on Thursday after the fourth quarter results. The reason is the strong year-on-year growth in income and profit, which has been better than the market estimates. Company's net profit in quarter 4 has increased by 71% from 113 crore rupees to 194 crore rupees. During this period, the income has increased by 53% to 1,505.6 crore rupees, and along with the results, the board has also approved raising 500 crore rupees through non-convertible bonds, which can be issued in one or more tranches. Recently, the company had announced to increase the stainless steel pipe capacity, and the entire capacity expansion expenditure is planned to be around 400 crore rupees. Upon completion of the capacity expansion plan, the growth of the company is expected to increase in the long term. Well, that's all on Corporate Central today, but before we get going over to some important corporate events and triggers which will have the potential to make market impacts. On May 11th, MSCI announcement of index review for May 2023 to come, and weightage of 2 companies of Adani Group may decrease. Also, effect of the decision of Bank of England's policy meeting may impact the market. And also, the impact of United States April PPI data is to be seen. And over to May 12th, results of companies like Cipla, Tata Motors, Polycab, Manappuram Finance, Max Financial, Colgate, HPCL, Vedanta, DLF, HAL and IGL are to be released. And also, Tata Motors is back in focus along with its results that are to be released on May 12th. Hopes of a dividend payment for FY23 after a gap of 7 years may narrow the price discount of its DVR shares over its ordinary shares. Last time the company announced its dividend was back in 2016. And on May 12th, April CPI inflation and March IIP figures will also be released. Followed by Team Lease's buyback will be open till May 25th. Buyback of 3.5 lakh shares will be done through tender route at 3,050 rupees per share. Also, Avalon Tech's 6-month equity lock-in to end on May 12th, so watch out for that. And if you look at the global front, on May 12th, UK's Q1 GDP figures will be released. Alright, that's all on today's Corporate Central episode, but we'll be back with more new corporate stories tomorrow. Until then, stay tuned to Money9.